It's my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on a perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hounds. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Show me that special place.
Probably about 11-inch crappie.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Hope you're all sitting around safe and sound with your family tonight, enjoying the show. We've got another great one for you tonight, and we're kind of starting to wrap up this year's deer season. We had a wonderful deer season, so that's why we've been able to share so many hunts this year. And we've actually got some we're going to have to hold on to until next year, and we're still going to have some sporadically coming. But tonight we're going to go on a couple of great deer hunts out in western Kentucky, and we're going to be going to Snipe Creek Lodge there. And I have got with me tonight on stage Mr. Carl. Come on out there.
Carl Doron.
I don't want to say it wrong. Carl Doron. I asked him earlier, I said, how do you pronounce Doron? I didn't want to say it wrong, but Carl Doron is with us here tonight.
Carl's good.
And you are with Snipe Creek Lodge. You own Snipe Creek Lodge and have done that for a long time.
12 years.
And
13.
Anthony, you've been going down there hunting with him.
Yep, for the last 2 years. Carl has donated 2 hunts every year to the Brad Demme Memorial Bicycle Fund. So yeah. We've gone up and filmed it, and
they leave with some good Kentucky bucks every time.
We sure do. We sure do.
I hit them. Every time they go down there, they start telling me about stories, all the deer they saw. And
this year
we had a hunt from last year on the show as well.
Sure did.
Yeah. So, Anthony, on the first hunt tonight, who are you hunting with?
I'm with Clint Keeman, and Clint was one that purchased the hunt, and he wanted to take his granddad on a hunt. So JR took his granddad, and that'll be coming up here in the second segment. But Carl, the very first morning, I kind of got tickled. Carl put us in a little stand. There was a highway 100 yards behind us. Clint said, man, I'm not sure about this setup. Before it ever got daylight, from here to Joy over there, it was a 8-point. It wasn't about that wide. Dude was about that tall. Of course, it was still way before shooting time, you know, but and I think we saw 6 bucks that morning.
Yeah.
That's pretty indicative of my hunt model too.
Yeah, I know it is. I agree. Yes.
We're going to get into some of that later. Now, Carl's been putting people on deer for a long time, but you do it consistently. I mean, day in and day out. We follow your page. Thanks. I talk to Anthony all the time, and you're constantly putting people on good deer.
We're going to do it consistently.
And there's kind of a method to that you've hit with me on just a little bit, and we're going to get into some of that later. So,
and that's what a lot of people can't understand, that method.
And it makes perfect sense.
Sure does.
So let's go on over to the first hunt with Anthony down at the Snipe Creek Lodge.
Anthony Landreth here, Southern Woods and Water. It's opening day of rifle season, and we're in Callaway County, Kentucky. I got my good friend Clint Keeman with me. Got J.R. Sweat and Clint's granddad, Jerry Tubbs. About 3 miles down the road from us, we already had a good buck right here at 25 yards. But it was really before shooting time, and it was too dark to even get on him good. But we just had this doe out here. So maybe one of these big bucks is gonna show up. That last one that come out, the big old doe too.
Yeah, it's the mama.
She's trying to run. Day number 2, Snipe Creek Lodge here in Kentucky. This morning we're doing a wood set. Straight off out there, I think I can see water right through there. I think that's part of the Blood River. Clint and I gonna stay here and maybe we can get it done today. Folks, this is our 3rd set in Callaway County, Kentucky. But this afternoon, we're in another part of Callaway County. We're hunting over this bean field freshly picked, and I'm going to tell you what, it's beans everywhere.
Hey! It's a shooter. Oh! Hey!
Gosh, he looked it to me. He sure looked it to me. I'm on it. It's just up to you, Clint. You the shooter. I don't think he's that big. Okay. He's just a simple.
He's just a big set.
Okay.
He's not big.
This is our 4th set, Callaway County, Kentucky. We had this little buttonhead just now come out right under us, about 10 feet from the tree we're sitting in. We've seen it's been chasing does, except this one right here. So, hopefully, let Kimon and I can get it done today. We'll see. See him. I see that doe in the field. Yeah, I see the buck coming. Yeah.
I don't think he's very big, though. I think he's little. Here he grunting. Yeah, he's little. He's not as big as what I was thinking.
There he is.
Yep. Just big legs.
Is that the one from yesterday?
No, different one, I think. He gets over here. I get a little better look at him by me. I think he's young.
I don't blame him. I say get him and let's go home.
Do you? Listen to him.
Oh, he's growing. You want me to stop him?
No, I don't think I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
I think we'll leave him.
Well, you got a tag though, I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Smell that dog. Where'd she come up there?
Yep, I see him. I can't get him in the camera, but I sure see him. With my eye.
Come right to.
I've lost him now, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm on it as good as I can. Took off running back to the right. He stopped. He stopped right there.
I can't find him.
He went up to the right. I can kind of see where he is.
Do what?
But I can't.
Okay. You see him?
Where's he at?
Look at the horn sticking out. Look right there.
I see that. Holy
Get up
crap.
on that deer.
Holy crap. Man, good job. Good job, brother.
Look at what a bug, bro.
Oh, man. Folks, we're here at Snipe Creek. We come to this Carl Doron put us on this place yesterday. It was a bean field set, and I mean, it was windy as could be yesterday. We got back in here this morning because Clint, he thinks this is the bucket we saw yesterday.
I could see one side of him.
Yeah, and that's the side you would have seen right there. And of course, and we saw some bucks yesterday, and this is what, the fourth buck this morning?
Yes.
And I mean, everything has pretty much been hot on does. Holy crap. And congratulations, Clint. Awesome buck, brother.
Thanks, Anthony, and thanks everybody else for having me.
Hey,
Lynn Hurst down there, you couldn't have worked out any better.
All right, welcome back to the studio. That was a great hunt right there, guys.
Man, it was.
That's a good spot. And,
Yes.
and the whole time, Carl was kind of sitting there, commentating, that's what you're going to see, the rutting activity like that because of the way that you run your hunts.
Within 15 minutes after Carl put us there, and I think that was the same buck that we saw, and it was chasing a doe. And then so I think I texted you, Carl, and I said, we'll hunt the rest of the time right here. And you said,
we're
okay.
Just gonna stay right here.
We sure did.
Well, guys, we're going to go on over and do this week's wild game forecast. It's being sponsored by our friends at Wilson Bank and Trust. You guys can stop in and see them at one of 28 Middle Tennessee locations. They've been serving our community for over 30 years. Be sure to tell them thank you for everything that they do for us here at the show. All right, well, coming up for the weekend, Anthony, we've got a slight cold front is coming in. Saturday morning, it's going to be real cold Saturday morning and then end up being 50 that afternoon. But we got some pretty good rain coming in Sunday and Monday. I was going to ask you anyway, it's getting your time of year, buddy.
It sure is.
What are those crappies starting to do right now?
On that cold front, from my experience, when it's real cold that morning, your fish bite will really start turning on around 11 o'clock sometime because when it's real cold like that. And if it's a lot of fresh water coming in, they may drop down, anywhere from 6 inches to 2 feet from where they normally are, but they're not going to go far. And normally they'll stay in the same area. They might just drop down a little bit, but as the day warms back up, if it gets up, they'll start coming right back up. As long as it's not, 3 or 4 inch flood, it's not going to change a lot.
Now, are you still jigging right now? Are you trolling? What are you doing?
This time of year, I'm strictly jigging and jigging cork.
I got you.
Both of them,
Yeah.
and it depends. Some days they just they want you straight jig, but some day they want it at home about 2 foot below a cork is all we ever go. Very seldom we might go 3, but you'll throw it out there, and as soon as that cork stands up, you don't let it sit there maybe a second or two, and then you just kind of fast pull it about a foot or foot and a half, stop it again. And normally by the time that little cork stands back up, if he's going to get it, it's gone right then.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to doing some of that soon.
Yeah, I know it. I know.
You here in just a few weeks. Guys, we wanted to remind you to follow us on Facebook and keep up with us there. We'll let you know how all of our adventures are going throughout the week and weekend as we're out. And we want you to share your own trips with us as well. Send us pictures and videos, and we'll be sure to share them. We're going to get over here in just a minute, and we'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters for you in just a second.